going? So today I was tagged to do this video by my good friend Megan's Plans, and I'll go ahead and link her channel down below. This is the planner tag. So I'm really excited that I was tagged to do this, and I'm excited that this exists. I love tag videos. Like the old school YouTube tag videos, those are some of my favorite videos to watch. So I'm really excited to do this, and I would like to actually tag two fabulous planner girls because I just want to know their answers to these questions. So the first person I would like to tag is At Home with Quita, and then I'd like to tag Kimberly Lauren. So I'd like to tag both of those gals, and I will link both of their channels down below as well. So let's go ahead and get into the questions. I've got my phone right here because I have all of them written down. So let's check them out. Okay, so the first question says, what bag do you carry your planner in? And I've done a whole video on this, so I will go ahead and link it down below, but this is my favorite bag in the entire world, and this is the Lily Jade Madeline bag, and it's actually a diaper bag, and it comes with like a whole organization insert that you can use if you are like a mom of an infant on the go, and then if you are not, you can fill it with planner supplies and stuff like I do. So this is my work bag, this is my on-the-go bag, this is my daily carry purse. I love it. It seems huge, and it is a pretty big bag. So if you're not somebody who maybe wants to carry like a classic size planner, it might not be for you, but I at times will be carrying a teacher planner because I take it with me on the go to meetings. I also carry every day my mini on the go monthly planner, and then sometimes I also will take my daily details planner, just depending on like what I need. So yeah, this is the bag that I use. I also do have the Be Happy tote from the first Be Happy box, so that's a great thing to carry it in, but mostly I carry it in my Lily Jade Madeline. I love this bag. It's leather, it's soft, it's buttery, and it's super pretty inside. It's got like a gorgeous jade inside. It was a bit spendy, so it's a bit of an investment piece, but I like bags. So if you're somebody who likes purses and that kind of thing, and you're willing to kind of put up some cash for a nice bag, this is definitely one that I would recommend. Okay, and the next question says, how many planners do you actually use at one time? So I'm not sure if this question means like how many do I plan in like at once when I'm getting things prepped and ready for planning and all of that, but I am using, so I'm using a classic everyday planner, and I went through all of these in my 2019 lineup, so I'll link that down below if you want to see them in detail. I'm also using a teacher planner, I'm using a fitness planner, I'm using a mini on-the-go planner, I'm using a social media planner, so that's 5. I'm using a recipe keeper, and that's 6. Oh, inside my mini is also my budget planner, so that's 7. And then during the holidays, I will also bust out a like Christmas planner. So that is like 7 to 8 at one time that I use, and I like to have everything kind of broken up. I used to kind of keep all of those different planners in one as like a Franken planner, but I kind of like to have them in separate notebooks and just be able to pull out and focus on what I like. That just works really well for me. Okay, the next question says, what snacks do I eat while I'm planning? I don't like to eat snacks while I like my hands clean when I'm gonna touch pages, because if I were to like have a potato chip and then touch a page, you might get some grease on there, and I just can't. I can't risk that. But I definitely like to drink something, and I heard Megan's Plan say this too. I'm definitely a big coffee person. I just got the K Cafe. You guys, I love that thing. It's a Keurig, and it also makes lattes. I haven't been to Starbucks since I got it after Thanksgiving. Like, have not gone one time. I don't need to. And I will link that down below as well if anybody wants to check it out. But I got it on an amazing deal. That's the only reason why I got it. Although it is definitely worth the retail price that's listed. So I'm drinking a lot of coffee right now. Water is also good. I'm a big kombucha fan. So any of those things that I will have while I'm planning. What is my planning routine? I kind of like to have all of my planners prepped and ready on Sunday night for the next week. So I like to have them coming up at least a day in advance so I can look at things. And then I will also put sticky notes if something like comes up for the weeks or months, you know, coming up, so that I can know what's coming up. I also use my phone calendar to like mark events so I know what's coming, and then I can add that to my daily planner, and then I definitely won't forget because I'm writing it down. Oh, I update my dry erase sheets daily so that I know what's coming up. And I guess that's pretty much it. I look at my planners multiple times a day, but I don't know that I necessarily have like a routine for that. I like to decorate them all together, and sometimes I even like to keep it in a theme for all of them. So for example, I might do like socialite for all of them one week, or I might do like, I don't know, I like to kind of keep them in a theme. Sometimes I like to do them separately, that kind of thing. Other ones are just like really functional, so they don't get a ton of stickers, but I guess that's my planner routine. Okay, so this is a two-part question. The first one says, when did you start planning? And if we're talking about like just writing things in a planner, I started doing that in probably middle school to early high school, and I loved it. I loved keeping track of my homework in a planner, but because before that I was super unorganized. I would like do the homework but then forget when I needed to turn it in, and so it was really helpful for me to write that down. And then when I was in college, I was like very big into using my like planner, but it was a basic planner. It was the one that I picked up for free from the student center. I really liked the setup of it, and I believe it was a horizontal planner. I might even still have one because I got pregnant with Delilah when I was in college, and so I saved that planner because it had like college stuff in it, and then it also had like her appointments and that kind of thing, so I saved it for sentimental reasons. So if I can find it ever, I'll show you. But yeah, so that's when I started actually like writing things in a planner. But if you're talking about decorative planning, probably late 2015, early 2016. So my first planner ever was this, and I'll put it on the screen right here, watercolor planner, and it was one of the, I think the second round of releases of Happy Planner. So I didn't know about them during the first release when that black cover came out. You know, the standard, you know, black cover with the heart in it, with the gold heart in it. It's like the, you know, Mambi classic cover. I didn't know about them during that time, but when they came to Michael's and I saw that watercolor cover, I fell in love. I fell so hard in love. It was great. So I had actually, like before that, went to Target and I picked up a day designer because I was just looking for a planner. I had loved planning before, like when I was in college, and I remembered that and all of those things, but I wanted to kind of get back into it to kind of keep track of like my kids' things. And I had like kind of found some Plan With Me videos, and like some of my favorite creators were using planners on YouTube. And this was shortly after I started my YouTube channel. Funny enough, started as like a mom channel. So if you're an OG from like my mom videos, feel free to let me know that down in the comments below. I picked up this day designer at Target because I was like looking all over, and I was like, well, this isn't exactly what I want, but it'll work because it's cute and I can, you know, I can do whatever. And then I went to Michael's and I found a Happy Planner, and the rest is history. And then the second part is, how did I get introduced into the planner community? And I guess I kind of just like stumbled in the door. I didn't necessarily get like introduced to it. So I think when I was searching for that planner, it was actually because I had seen an ad for an Erin Condren planner. And so I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute, but it's really expensive. And so I bought this Happy Planner, and then I did like a video on it, like it ended up in one of my favorites. And if I can find that video, I'll link it down below. And then I started doing some planning videos. I started watching some planning videos. And so I started in the planner community on YouTube. I didn't even have an Instagram at this time. I'm like still pretty new to Instagram because I'm old and I don't know about all the cool things that all the young kids are doing. I guess that makes me sound really old, but I didn't have an Instagram for a long time. And so I didn't know about the planner community on Instagram before I knew about it on YouTube. And so I think then after I started making a couple of videos, what happened next? Oh, then I discovered Scribble Prints Co. and all of her videos, Andrea. So I found all of that wonderfulness, and I was like, oh man, I could totally make these videos. And I like totally rigged up a tripod. I like set it in this like cushion on my couch and like had it turned up to like look at my planner, which was on like my coffee table in my front room. And it was like a dark granite, it was totally fake granite color. And if you guys remember any of those videos, thank you for watching them because they were terrible quality, no lighting, no nothing. Yeah, so I guess I just kind of like stumbled into the planner community. Wasn't really like introduced to it. I just kind of like, I was like the loud cousin that like stumbled in the back door. That was me. And then it says, life before planning, productive or nah? And I would say that I've always been a pretty productive person, and I think that a lot of that comes from being a teacher. And I mean, you kind of have to plan stuff out when you're a teacher, so I feel like my brain is just always a little bit compartmentalized, but I definitely would forget things. I think though, like I kind of forget things more now that I'm using a planner, because I do rely on it to be written down, and if I don't write it down, it's just lost. Maybe that's just aging, I don't know, but I felt like I could do a pretty good job with just like my phone calendar and like my memory. I feel like especially in my work, like using a work planner, I feel like I'm a lot more productive at work because I have running to-do lists and like I have my calls scheduled out and all of that. So I feel like it's very helpful there. In my personal life, I feel like it definitely helps me to remember things, to have it written down. And honestly, like productive or not, it's something that's for my soul. It's like almost my little like self-care to be able to be in my planner. And I've seen a lot of people like talk about, oh, just like, I don't know, like you don't have to like use stickers and all of that, and you can just put a pen. But honestly, I don't feel as motivated to use a planner when I don't put stickers down. And you don't have to use 1,000 stickers like I do. I like a lot of stickers, and I don't think you even have to use any, but for me, I feel a lot more motivated and productive when my planner looks cute. And then, okay, so the next question says, do you prefer sticker kits or create my own spread? So I guess I'm kind of like a in between, because I use mostly Happy Planner products. So some of them are like kits, I guess. So if you're looking at like the color storybooks, those would be like, I guess, kits put together. I don't personally use a lot of any Etsy kits right now to decorate because I'm obsessed with Happy Planner products and I have $1,000 or more of them. So I use a lot of those. So I guess it's like somewhere in between like sticker kits and create your own. So I use a lot of the layouts that are provided by Happy Planner and get inspired by that. But I also tend to like kind of create my own, which is what I love about Happy Planner. Like you can do so many things with it. And then the second part of that question says, what is the most you have spent at a store for planner supplies? That's oh man. Okay, so I think during some of the big releases where I haven't waited for like a coupon or anything at Michael's, I would say it probably pushed like $400 or $500. And I hate to even like say that, but it is a question. But it all comes from the income that I make from this channel, essentially. So I am able to like share it with you guys and like share it with other people. So that's the main reason. Like, of course I'm excited to get new planner supplies. Like anybody in the planner community is excited to get new planner supplies. That's how we roll. But like the reason why I go for these like big hauls and like big purchases is because I want to be able to share it with you guys. First, when I first started getting into planning, like flip throughs and stuff were what I kind of started my channel on. And like I was one of the only people really sitting down and filming these flip throughs. And so I feel like a lot of you guys may have come to my channel to see products. And so I feel like to keep that going and to like continue to share the new things with you, I like to get things first. So if it's happening on the Mambi site first and I have to pay a little bit more, I definitely will do that so that you guys can see it and so that it can be something that we do together on this channel. So I guess I felt like I had to kind of like rationalize that, but that's how it is. So probably like $400 to $500, and that would only be probably like a Mambi order. I'd have to go back and look, but that would be my guess. Okay, and then this question says, do you prefer spiral, disc, and or journal style planners? So definitely a disc bound person. And then I think they mean like bullet journal, but I guess Happy Planner could, and some people do make them into like bullet journal style. So I guess like a disc bound planner that's a bit more structured is what I like. So I tend to like a vertical layout with the discs. And then I've tried a few other layouts. So like the Miss Maker, I would still consider that a vertical layout. The fitness planner, same thing. It's definitely like a vertical, like a top to bottom. The checklist monthly layout, I would say that's pretty vertical. Yeah, I tend to gravitate towards vertical. I have tried horizontal, and there was a horizontal that I tried because it was seasonal, and it was the only cute seasonal one that was available at that time. Hope you guys all remember that. But that I tried that and it didn't work that well for me. I didn't really know how to decorate it, and I don't feel like I was in my planner as much because I felt like kind of stunted with my ability to decorate it. So maybe I should try it again, and maybe I will, but we'll have to see. Okay, and this question says, favorite planner supply. That is a good one. Probably either metal discs, because a lot of the Happy Planners come with plastic discs, or the half sheets. I am a half sheet fanatic. I love them so much because they help you to customize different things. So like the meal planning ones, I love those. What else? I think those are probably my favorite planner supplies, plus my pen. I like the G2 Pilot Ultra Fine Point. So those are my favorite planner supplies. And then this last question is the favorite thing to plan. It's a great question. My favorite thing to plan. I really like planning in my teacher planner because I'm super inspired by my work and that kind of thing. I also really like to plan like a really busy week when I have a lot going on. I just like the look of that. Probably be in my teacher planner or in like my day-to-day planner when it's really busy. Oh, they had topics here. So the topics were meal, faith, budget, or cleaning. So of those, probably budget or cleaning. And then any funny planner stories. Okay, I do have a funny story actually. So my sister-in-law actually came over the other night, and like I had all of my planners out, and she's like, oh, what's this? And so this is Brian's sister, and their whole family is like very flexible. Like they kind of like to just go with the flow, whereas I like things a little bit more like structured, and they know that about me. So she's like, oh, what are these? And I was like, those are my planners. And so she's like, planners? And so she starts like flipping through them, and she starts like, you know, seeing all of my spreads, and she's like, oh, I get it now. So like you would have to like give me this block of time, and then if you didn't give me this, it could mess up this whole like decoration thing that you have going on. And it was just funny. We were kind of going back and forth. And then I tend to have my planner supplies like spread out on the table. So I guess this is like a tangent off of that, but our neighbor, who we're actually really good friends with, came over, and like I had all my planner stuff out, and he's like, whoa, what's all of this? And I was like, I don't know, like I just was explaining my YouTube channel, and like he's like, oh, so those are the planners and those are the stickers. And like I'm sure he was interested, but I could see on his face that he was like, whoa, like that's a lot of stuff. So I just think it's funny when people who maybe aren't like a planner, like you get to kind of talk to them about what planning is. I don't think I do a great job of explaining it because I feel like it just kind of sounds silly, I guess. I don't know. But those are my funny planner stories. So I hope that you guys like this planner tag, and I really hope to see At Home with Quita and Kimberly Lauren. I hope that you guys will both do this tag as well, and just keep it passing around. If anybody else would like to do this tag and you do it, tag me in it or let me know, send me a DM on Instagram or something, because I definitely want to watch as many of these as possible. I'm definitely going to be YouTube binging to see if there's any other ones. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope that you liked this video. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below. If you are one of my current subscribers, thank you so much for all of your love and support. And here is your internet hug for the day. And if you want to find me on other social sites, you can find me over on Instagram. I'm probably the most active there, Facebook, and Twitter. And by the way, you guys, have fun today.